Imagine this. You're lying on your couch, relaxing after lunch. Suddenly, boom! A rock crashes through your ceiling, hits your radio, bounces off your hip, and leaves a giant bruise. Sounds like something from a comic book, right? Well, it really happened. And not just with any rock. It was a rock from outer space. Welcome to Believe It or Not, the show where weird is real and the truth is stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Bryan teacher, and today's story is out of this world. Here's today's big question. Can a person actually get hit by a meteorite and live to tell the tale? Let's blast off and find out. Let's go back to November 30th, 1954, in the small town of Sicalagua, Alabama. It was just a normal afternoon for a woman named Ann Hodges. She was lying on her couch, half asleep, when something totally unexpected happened. Crash! A huge rock came flying through the roof, smashed her wooden radio, and hit her right in the side. Ah! Ann screamed. Her neighbor came running. Nobody knew what had happened. Was it a prank? A piece of a plane? Something from the army? Nope. Scientists later confirmed it was a meteorite. A rock that had traveled from outer space, crashed through Earth's atmosphere, and just happened to land on Ann Hodges. The meteorite weighed about 9 pounds. Now that's heavier than a newborn baby. And left a massive bruise on her left leg. But thankfully, she survived. In fact, Ann Hodges became the first confirmed person in history to be struck by a meteorite and live. And get this, the odds of being hit by a meteorite are about 1 in 840 million. You're way more likely to be bitten by a shark, win the lottery, or even find a 4-leaf clover. So what happened next? Well, people from all over the country wanted to see the space rock. The meteorite became famous. There were arguments over who owned it. Ann, her landlord, even the US government got involved. In the end, Ann donated the meteorite to a museum. And her couch? Yep, it's in a museum too. Talk about an impactful nap. So, what would you do if a space rock from outer space crashed into your house? Would you keep it as a souvenir? Try to sell it? Turn it into a cool necklace? Here's something fun to try. Imagine you're an astronaut on a meteorite mission. Draw the wildest looking space rock you can think of. Give it a name, powers, maybe even a personality. Is it bouncy? Glowing? Covered in moon cheese? Stories like Ann's remind us that space is huge and full of surprises. And every once in a while, something from way out there comes crashing down here. That's it for today's cosmic episode of Believe It or Not. If you enjoyed this story, please tell your friends, family, and maybe even your science teacher. You can follow the podcast and leave a review. It helps us bring more strange but true stories to life. Next time, we're heading deep underwater to meet a creature that can survive being completely shredded and still put itself back together. Until then, keep wondering, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the truth is weirder than fiction.